I ain't gonna lie to you, man. We are in the twilight of one, bro. Are we to believe that Stephen A would have rarely swung on LeBron James? Like, I'm gonna ask you all that, man. Are we to really believe that Stephen A would have swung on LeBron James? It seems like people just say stuff to say stuff, man. Of course, we gotta check out what Ocho Cinco and Unk said. Of course, Shannon Sharpe gotta chime in, and they said something about the whole between LeBron and Stephen A. The thing that was going on, right? So I'm surprised that Shannon Sharpe actually chimed in. To be honest with you, so let's start off with this clip right here. Stephen A. saying what he said.
That man put his hands on me, I would have immediately swung on him. Immediately.
Y'all believe that? No, for real. Y'all believe that? Bro, let's be honest, Stephen A. Let's call it what it is. I know you probably ain't gonna see this, but that's neither here nor there. If LeBron slapped you, it would be the same exact thing that happened to Will Smith and Chris Rock. You would have took your slap, stood there looking stunned as hell. You would have probably sued, though. He got a lot of money. I would probably sue. I ain't gonna lie. LeBron slapped me. I'm not swinging. I'm like, oh, my neck. You will see your boy shut up with your neck brace, arm brace, back brace. I'm suing. I ain't gonna lie to you. LeBron slapped me. I'm suing. Straight up. All right. I'm a little brokey right now. I need that money. I gotta be honest with y'all. I ain't gonna be all, oh, LeBron swinging back. Hell nah. That man 6'8", 260, 70 pounds probably. Hell nah, I'm good. And that all he does is work out for a living. I ain't got time for that. I ain't gonna prove nothing. But Stephen A here saying
that man put his hands on me, I would have immediately swung on him.
Stop the cap, bro. Stop the cap. Stop going by internet narratives. LeBron will not swing on you, but if he does, if you decide to, you will not swing on LeBron, bro. You will walk away, take your slap like a man, and then you will sue, which is what you should do. I ain't gonna lie to you. Now, he did follow up with this post right here, right? Let me show you all, right? He did follow up with this post. He said, nice try, folks. On my show, I said I would have swung on at King James had he slapped me. Like lots of y'all said, I was scared he would have done a few weeks ago. He said, I also immediately after that would have gotten my ass thoroughly kicked by a 6'8", 250-pound Goliath, but folks just left that part of the YouTube sentence out, huh? Okay, have fun. Bro, it doesn't matter if you said you would have got your ass whooped. The fact that you say you would have swung, we don't believe you. That's why. The fact that you said you would have swung in itself is why we don't believe you. This is why it's a conversation. That phrase should have never left your mouth. You don't have to prove that you're tough going up against LeBron James in a fight. You don't. That's why. Now let's check out what, of course, Shannon Sharpe had to say. He and Chad kind of chime in. I'm surprised that they chime in on this one. So let's check this out, y'all.
Hey. Me, I wish Stephen A would just left it alone. Once he addressed it, once it happened.
The first time.
Address it. This is what happened. He came over to me, said what he said. I want to address it now, and I'm going to be done with it.
Right.
Because as my grandma used to say, boy, stirring up old ish, it still smells.
Yo, he got the best quotes, man. He got the best quotes. But Shannon Sharpe, you got to understand that it's about the clicks. Stephen A is an algorithm junkie, man, and he knows about the clicks. So he's going to ride this wave as much as possible. LeBron said he going on this Taylor Swift store. LeBron went crazy. I ain't going to lie. I was surprised that LeBron actually did that interview, to be honest with y'all, and that's what he was saying in that interview. He went after a few people, which I was actually impressed. I'm glad to hear LeBron speak out for a change.
So every time Stephen A talks about it, it stirs it up again.
Yeah.
And look, I see both sides. I see both sides of the equation.
Now, I think Shannon Sharpe is just saying this because he's good with Stephen A. To be honest with y'all, I could almost guarantee that's why he understand that. Yeah, he could critique Stephen A, but he still gotta say he see both sides. That's like me talking about my friend Jay Easy. I'm be like, in front of the public, I see both sides though, but. I'm going to slightly critique my friend, but behind closed doors, like, yo, Jay, bro, you were wrong, bro. I'm going to tell him behind closed doors for sure. But public, I see both sides, man. I kind of see both sides. Although you were slightly wrong in this one, you should have done this. But behind, bro, you were dead wrong, my G. You were dead wrong, and that's how I critique my friends. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna put them out on blast in the public. But behind closed doors, I'm like, bro, you were dead ass wrong, bro.
But Stephen A. just need to let it go. He needs to let it go. And now you're like, well, if he'd hit him, I don't think LeBron was coming to hit you. LeBron was coming to tell you, bro, just stop talking about my son. Right. He said, because you said, oh, as a father, now you're making it personal.
And it's that simple. It wasn't deeper than that. Although Stephen A. tried to make it deeper than that because Stephen A. saw opportunity that one of the most popular, if not the most popular athletes in the world, he's not, of course, Ronaldo and Messi's up there and Mbappe. And, you know, I think, of course, because of football, we call it football where I'm from, is the most popular sport in the world. They're going to have the most popular athletes in the world. But LeBron is up there, though, especially when it comes to American sports. So there's a perfect opportunity to just go crazy when it comes to these algorithms. And he was right. Stephen A. and LeBron be dominating the algorithms for since that event happened. The moment any one of them spoke, and yesterday LeBron spoke, so of course, more opportunities to ride the algorithm wave.
You're making it personal because now you're making it seem, and this is how LeBron, I think, took it. You making it seem that I'm not a good father, that I'm not putting my son in a position to be successful. And so you're pushing this. And so LeBron took it a certain way. And am I surprised LeBron responded the way he did so publicly? Because LeBron is a very private person.
Yes, sir.
He might have an issue with someone and you will never know it.
You'll never know it, yeah.
Now, this is why I believe LeBron is at the tail end of his career. You start seeing LeBron now reacting to stuff like this. Not only that, you start seeing him doing interviews. He did an interview. Now, of course, he was trying to probably be petty with Stephen A, going again with Stephen A's competition on the same network. Who knows? I see that narrative being pushed out there. That might be how LeBron is thinking. LeBron thinks way ahead in certain things with me. He knows how to navigate that space. But I ain't never seen LeBron sit down for an interview like that long and address all those things. So I'm like, he's at that point where he's at, bro, I'm at the end of my career, bro. To hell with it. I'm just going to say what I got to say, do what I got to do, and address who I got to address. So you might be seeing a few more people, okay, getting that up face-to-face confrontation situation. Who knows? Who knows? All right? You got a lot more games left.
Yeah.
You'll never know it. So, and so for him to do that at a game, and it wasn't after the game, it wasn't before the game, it was the third quarter during a timeout, lets you know how upset he was at Stephen A and what Stephen A had been saying. But at this point in time, I understand LeBron, they asked LeBron about this, but if I'm Stephen A, hey, guys, I've already addressed that. He said what he said. I understood his point. I said what I said. Now it's time to move on.
Now, this is from somebody who done that in the past. I saw Shannon Sharpe done it best. But Shannon Sharpe has managed to go viral without this. Or even with controversy. And he usually try to take the higher route. He gonna call him out on the Club Shay once in a while. But, bro, Stephen A has been on a tour, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm tired of hearing him talk about it right now. Like, every time, bro, I would have done this. If I knew this, stop. You lying. You capping. And he called LeBron a liar, bro. You a lying. We watching you lie in real time, bro. But you're calling LeBron a liar. He recently called LeBron a liar on his show. That's why he don't. Because LeBron is a liar, bro. Certain things you don't call a man. One thing you did that's, against man code is talking about a man's his ability to be a father. And I'm talking about a good father, by the way. I mess up father. What's that father? But his ability to be a good father, right? That's a line you shouldn't cross. He crossed that. The next thing is calling a dude a liar. To me, I take that type of stuff personal because I stand on my square when I say something. And I'm ignorant enough to stand on it. Even when I'm wrong, I stand. I might not be lying, but I might stand on my square. Once I say that, I'm going to stand on the square. I'm going to deal with the consequences. So when you start doing those things, you expect a type of response from a real man. I'm sorry.
Look, it's not going to stop me from talking about LeBron James, the basketball player on the court. But the incident, I feel that we've talked about it ad nauseum. I feel we've talked about it enough, and now it's time to move on. That's what I wish Stephen A would do.
Yeah.
But like he said, I mean, look, I get it. That's LeBron James. It's the biggest name in pro North American sport.
Right.
And when you mention his name, good,
And why I
bad, or
said that.
indifferent, people will want to click and
Yeah.
hear what you have to say.
So here's Shannon Sharpe admitting that Stephen A is doing this for the clicks. He understands the algorithm game, so he understands that Stephen A will do this for the clicks. Especially after he signed that big contract. Now he's showing that contract, they getting value already. He just signed that contract, bro. They're already getting value. I see some people with the conspiracy that this is fake and this is all made up because it happened immediately after Stephen A signed his contract. I'm not going to look past that conspiracy. I ain't gonna front with you, but I'm just doing it for jokes because I don't believe LeBron would be in on that. But it's genius if they actually did something like this.
But the one thing I know about this guy, and I know him a little bit, I don't know him as well as a lot of people do.
Right.
That man loves his family. He gonna protect his family now.
Always. And I think when you think about it, and you go back to the way things happen with LeBron actually addressing Stephen A. courtside, is what Stephen A. said obviously was said publicly on a public forum on TV. So he addressed it the exact same way.
Not only that, after Stephen A said what he said, Stephen A did come on the airways and said, Rich reach out to me, LeBron people reach out to me, and he basically was joining at them for reaching out to him for what he said. And Stephen A been on record saying, if a player has an issue with me, come and talk to me directly. I'm at these games. Stephen A is on record, but when LeBron went and did it, exactly what he said, now he's playing victim. Now he's calling him, it's soft. It's cowardice. Like, bro, since when going up and speak to a man is a coward move? That's crazy to me. He didn't hit him. He just spoke to him man to man. Now, if you're a lesser man, you might be intimidated at somebody speaking you in a certain tone face to face. But that's how men do it. That's how real. So let's continue.
Publicly, courtside in the middle of a game.
Yes.
Now, as a father, and like Stephen A. said, he understood where LeBron was coming from. Mm-hmm. Knowing Stephen A., I think in the individual that he is, LeBron said what he had to say today. I'm sure Stephen A. is going to respond to that because
he did.
You need to think about it. Anytime anyone says anything to or about Stephen A., he's going to have an answer to whatever is being said. That's just him, and it's always been him. I know you would like him to leave it alone, but I don't think that's not how this gonna go.
The only thing I would have said was Stephen A. Look, I know people are gonna man, LeBron should have stole on you. LeBron should have did this. Man, they just talking.
Yeah,
Stephen A. Man, you the same man. I'm about to be 57. You about to be 58. Bro, that ain't even your MO.
Right.
You ain't gonna fight nobody. LeBron wasn't gonna swing on you. And you weren't gonna, LeBron wasn't gonna swing on you, so there would have been no need for you to swing on him. I'm glad you guys stood there and y'all talked. Look, he said what he said. You seem to be receptive at the time of it. You said,
and that's important because he did come the next day and said he was speaking as a father, so he understood why LeBron said what he said when he said it in that situation. He understood, but then he saw the clicks. And he started hearing the chatter. He started hearing the noise. He started saying, people ain't, Stephen A, if LeBron would have smacked. He started hearing it and now start, attacking his manhood. I felt like how he handled it is not manly at all, in my opinion. All right. He is handling like a gossip girl right now. Every interview I saw him did after that, initial response was like, bro, like, you just dragging it now for clicks, bro. And I understand he could have dragged it for clicks in a different way, in my opinion. But who am I? He's genius at getting his clicks. He's getting all the clicks he need. In my opinion, he don't necessarily need this to drive up his numbers, but it definitely helps.
Said you understood because he was speaking to you as a father and not LeBron James, the basketball player. Mm-hmm. And you said you understood that. Let it go now.
So that's all, man. But let me know your thoughts, man. I had a lot to say about it. Again, ain't no way Stephen A swinging on LeBron. Let's be honest. Even if LeBron smacked the hell out of you, you would take that smack, get your lawyers. I would. I ain't gonna lie. I would. Neck brace would have instantly appeared. LeBron slapped me, and you would have swear he was a magician. You would have swear LeBron was a magician if he slapped me, bro. Neck brace, back brace, arm brace. Your boy would be on like that. Like that. My lawyer is going to work, bro. I know I'm good. I'm set up for like that billionaire. A billy? Maybe a few billies? Bro, give me, bro. Shit. Give me my money. Give me my money. I ain't playing those games. I ain't got to be a man about it. Bro, you're not going to swing on LeBron James, bro. Just saying it was what got the internet going crazy. The fact that you said it. Everybody know better. All right, but let me know what y'all thoughts on this whole Stephen A. LeBron thing. It seems like it's going to continue on. LeBron went on that show, did that interview, and he started up against Stephen A. Responded, of course, with, I would have slapped him. Stop it. Anyways, y'all, till next time, how best one, be safe out there. Let me know if y'all enjoyed this format and if y'all want to see more of these videos, y'all. Peace.